Welcome friends. Today we'll explore how pricing works across supply chain. We'll look at how companies set prices, how distributors, retailers calculate their margins, and how we arrive at final price that is being paid by us, the consumer. So let's start with price lists. Companies create price lists for their products, which depends on which type of retailer will sell that product. So for example, the best chocolate company sells its chocolates at different prices to traditional trade retailers, a separate pricing for modern trade, and a separate pricing for e-commerce vendors. So continuing further, here's how it works. There will be separate SKUs or products for different retailer types. So a traditional trade retailer will buy a 50-gram chocolate bar at $9. A modern trade store like Walmart might buy 500 grams bar at $38, and an e-commerce vendor like Amazon will buy 100 gram at $14. But the final price paid by the retailer will be additional costs that will be involved. We'll discuss that further. Now, let's understand what is landing price. As a retailer, the landing price is the total cost that the retailer pays for the product to land at its store. It includes the product price, the taxes that we pay to the government, and shipping and handling charges. So for example, the traditional store that we discussed will buy a 50-gram chocolate bar at $9, will pay 18% tax on that chocolate bar, which comes to around 1.60, and a shipping and handling charge of $1. So the landing price of that product for that retailer will be $11.62. Next is MRP. MRP is the maximum retail price that the end consumer will pay to buy the product. MRP should be clearly printed on the goods as per Indian regulations, and the retailer is allowed to sell at a lower price than the MRP. But the retailer cannot charge more than the MRP. It's a punishable offense in India. Now let's discuss MRP-based pricing. In India, we follow MRP-based pricing. So the manufacturer of the product will set a MRP for its product, and that is the maximum retail price that the end consumer will pay. So in our example, a chocolate bar of 50 grams is having an MRP of 110. So the end consumer will at the max pay 110 or lesser if a retailer is giving him a discount. But in no scenario he will pay more than the MRP price. Then the margins for retailers and distributors are reversely calculated. Now that we understand what is a landing price, what is a price list, what is MRP, let's discuss now how retailers make money. So for a traditional retailer, the difference between the landing price and the price at which he sells his product to the end consumer is his profit margin. In the previous example, we saw how a retailer is paying 104 for a bar of chocolate and he sells that product at 110, giving him a profit margin of 5 to 6 rupees. However, this is a high level of calculation, and in real world, many more scenarios and more variables are involved. Now let's see what is differential pricing. Many countries follow differential pricing. Example, in the US, differential pricing is very common. They do not follow MRP-based pricing like we do in India, which basically means the same product can have different prices at different stores. For example, a bottle of water might cost more at a mall than at a convenience store. Thanks for watching. Share it with someone who may like it. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with more such exciting content.